The iPhone 17 is almost here, and people are getting excited. But let's be real. If Apple wants the regular iPhone 17 to feel like an actual step up from the iPhone 16, they'll need to make some real improvements. Last year's iPhone gave us small changes, but it still lagged in important areas. Let's talk about the biggest 5 things Apple absolutely needs to fix or improve in the iPhone 17 to make it feel like a real 2025 flagship. First, the display seriously needs a refresh rate upgrade. This has been overdue for years. In 2025, even budget Android phones are coming with 120 Hz refresh rates, but Apple is still keeping the base iPhones at 60 Hz. That kind of refresh rate is what we were seeing 5 years ago. And the iPhone 16 didn't change anything in this department. For a phone that starts at $799, this feels out of place now. Apple's promotion technology, which allows for dynamic refresh rates between 1 Hz and 120 Hz, is still reserved for the Pro models. But it's time Apple brought at least a 120 Hz display to the base model. Sure, some leaks hint at a possible 90 Hz panel, but even that falls behind what the competition is already offering. Phones like the Galaxy S25, Xiaomi 15, and OnePlus 13 have made 120 Hz standard across all models. Apple needs to catch up. Plain and simple. Next up, Siri needs to get a serious AI upgrade. In 2025, Siri still feels outdated and behind the times. When you compare it to Google Assistant, Alexa, or even OpenAI-powered voice tools, Siri just doesn't keep up. It's less helpful, less accurate, and way less conversational. Apple did talk a lot about Apple Intelligence with the iPhone 16 and promised big AI improvements to Siri. But either those updates didn't launch, or they just weren't that great. Most people were expecting smarter voice responses, better recognition, and deeper context awareness. What we got instead was the same robotic replies and missed commands. With the iPhone 17, Apple has a real chance to fix that, by giving Siri real on-device intelligence and the ability to handle more complex tasks smoothly. Now let's talk about charging speeds. Apple is still trailing in this area. The iPhone 16 didn't get an official wired charging upgrade, although some tests showed short bursts up to 38W under heavy use. That's an improvement, but it wasn't consistent, and Apple didn't advertise it. MagSafe wireless charging went up to 25W, which is better, but still lags behind the wired experience. Meanwhile, Android phones like the Xiaomi 14 Pro or Motorola Edge 50 Pro are pushing 60W, 80W, or even higher wired charging speeds. Even affordable Android devices are charging faster than iPhones. It's time Apple made faster charging speeds official, reliable, and standard. Something like 40W wired and 30W wireless would really make a difference and bring Apple up to speed with today's expectations. The camera setup is another area where the base iPhones could do better. Apple's camera quality is great, but mostly on the Pro models. The regular versions usually get older sensors or stripped down features. It looks like the iPhone 17 will carry over the same 48 megapixels main and 12 megapixels ultra-wide cameras from the iPhone 16. While that's decent, it's nothing new. Rumors say the iPhone 17 Pro might get triple 48 megapixels sensors. So why not at least give the base model two 48 megapixels lenses? That would improve sharpness, low light performance, and overall photo quality for everyday users who actually care about taking good pictures without needing to spend extra on a Pro model. And finally, RAM. With AI tools growing more demanding and apps using more system resources, RAM is more important than ever. The iPhone 17 is expected to come with 8GB of RAM, which is better than before, but when the Pro and Pro Max models are rumored to be getting 12GB, it makes you wonder why the base model is still limited. More RAM equals smoother multitasking, better AI feature performance, and stronger long-term performance. Whether you're editing videos, playing heavy games, or switching between several apps, the extra memory makes a real difference. It also helps future-proof your phone for the next few years. All of these upgrades aren't just nice to have, they're must-haves in 2025. Apple fans deserve more than just a slightly different design or a few new wallpapers. The competition is moving fast, and if the iPhone 17 wants to be more than just a small refresh, it needs to push the limits in these 5 areas. What do you think Apple should focus on most? Is it the display, Siri AI, faster charging, better cameras, or more RAM? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what would actually make the iPhone 17 worth upgrading to.